Welcome back for what could be the final game for tonight. It is Vision Gaming versus Swole Patrol. Very close and intense game on map 1. Now it's going to be map 2. It's Overpass.
Definitely.
Chosen by Swole Patrol, and they did manage to win map 1.
Chosen by Swole Patrol in usual standard. They managed to win Nuke in OT. One thing to say about Overpass is usually throughout this last MDL season for Vision Gaming, it has been a terrible map for them. I think there were, before this tournament, they were 5 loss streak on it, if I'm not mistaken, in MDL. But they just beat Bravado yesterday on it as well. Now it's a 16-5. So we're not really sure. Of course, there's been a lineup change since that MDL season, so things could have shuffled around. But I'm definitely expecting Swole Patrol to have the upper hand here. They're definitely the favorites coming into this, also because they won map 1, so they just need to win Overpass here, and then they're the winners of this game. So they're definitely my favorites. But Vision Gaming, we saw sparks and glimmers of what they can be in that last map. We saw that when everything clicks, when everyone's stepping up, they can really deliver high-quality Counter-Strike. But they'll have to do that throughout this entire map and not make any mistakes if they want to go to map 3.
Absolutely, and furthermore, we did see Swole Patrol on this map before, and, you know, historically, the players from Swole Patrol are pretty solid on Overpass as well. So, I've said it time and time again, but Swag on Overpass is definitely someone to watch out for. Celtics as well, even though in the first game that we saw on Overpass from him, he didn't have the greatest start to the game, but he definitely bounced back. And that's something I'm expecting to see in this one as well. So I would say for you guys at home, if you're watching on GoTV or whatever, or if
are they even open GoTV IPs? I'm not sure. They should be.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's on the watch menu in CSGO. I'm not entirely sure.
No,
whatever.
If you could, if you want, you can download the demo afterwards and do that. Then.
That's true.
There we go. Saved it.
But either way, I think, you know, keeping an eye on Swag and on Celsius for this one, and obviously Cooper on the AWP, I think he's going to be a big factor as well.
Yeah.
Especially on the CT side.
Definitely.
So it's going to be interesting to see, but I suspect at this point that we're going to see a 2-0. I think the chance for Vision to get a map against Swole Patrol in this series was on Nuke.
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
And now on Overpass, it looks a bit bleak.
Yeah, it's definitely a way smaller chance for them now, and also with the way that a loss in OT just works mentally, especially if it's on your map. I've been in that situation before. I know many of these players have been in that situation, and it doesn't even matter what kind of level you play at, unless you're at the absolute top, where you really train on the mental game in Counter-Strike. It is so hard to lose an OT, and especially if it's on your own map, and then come into the next map and say, okay, yeah, let's just forget that result, let's just continue on, because it always creeps in the back of your mind, and it's so hard to kind of let go of and go into the next map. And yeah, Vision Gaming, they probably felt like, just like you said, this was their chance to get it to a third map and then potentially take the game, but they lost out on Nuke, and now they're on Overpass, a map that before the win they had against Bravado, they lost 5 straight matches in it. Like the last time they played it in that MDL season, also against Bravado, that was a 5-16, also a loss. So it's a tough world for them right now, and everyone needs to step up and kind of get confident, get going early on.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Something that we saw on map 1 from Vision, even though they managed to get a good amount of rounds on the board, managed to actually bring it back from a deficit and take it into overtime. What we did see was a few of the key players on Vision not really hitting the mark.
Yeah.
And they need to step up and bring their absolute 8 game here for Overpass to bring it into their favor, because as I mentioned, Swole Patrol, they are definitely strong on this map. It seems like we are
almost ready to
almost, yeah. Just about ready.
Just about ready to go. Also, before we can hit you with some stats, 28.6% win rate for our good guys over at Vision Gaming on this map. That's not very high. It's definitely a map that they struggle on. So also when you compare to other maps for Nuke, where they had over 60% win rate. So it's definitely going to be a tough one. We're going to jump into the server now and see what the players are up to, see if we can get this one rolling between Vision and Swole Patrol.
Swole Patrol, they are going to be starting on the T side. As mentioned, it is their map pick, and as it is their map pick, Vision gets to decide what side they want to start on, sorry. Do have a bit of damage dealt towards Cooper early on. VSA in a forward position in towards Connector. Finds a nice shot here on Celsius, but Marky will return the favor. Floppy takes care of Cooper. Marky, he's not done yet. He gets the double. Looking for even more. We do have a bit of utility here on Freakazoid, but in the meantime, Caboose, he takes care of Swag over towards Beep. Marky,
okay.
That's the triple through the smoke as well. He connects on the headshot. Last two players, they are going to be moving in from short. It's going to be Spongy and Floppy. The flashbang in towards the side. The bomb is planted open. Gives good opportunity here, and Freakazoid connects on Spongy. It's now going to be all on Floppy. 1-on-2 situation up against Marky and Freakazoid. Two brilliant players trying to clutch it out here. It is going to be Floppy, but it's not going to happen. Marky with a quad kill for the pistol. Swole Patrol managed to take it in strong fashion.
Yeah, they are on the hunt for win number 31 on Overpass, historically, Swole Patrol. Not, of course, with this exact lineup, but historically with this team and this core. 30 wins on Overpass, a win percentage of 61.2 over these, I think, almost 50 games in total, with some quick maths.
A lot of damage still towards Spongy as they throw that molly over towards the short position. Spongy decides to rush through in. That's going to cost him his life. Marky finds the frag on a Proto as well. VSA is in the same position, trying his very best to catch some headshots. Not gonna happen as Cooper will shut him down. Another forward molly here from Swole Patrol just to catch anyone if they decide to go for any aggression. And Freakazoid, the jumping shot on the SMG. It's now gonna be all on Caboose and Swag. He likes the MP5, just like the rest of us. He's gonna be on the hunt. Caboose in towards Techno, just patiently waiting.
You have so many spot names. I'm always surprised. I don't play enough like top-level Counter-Strike to actually know all the call-out names anymore.
I mean, I don't either. I just watch
make them up on the spot.
No, I mean, this is called techno because there's techno music. If you hide there, so
I don't hide when I play Counter-Strike, so
I do a lot.
No, okay. That's maybe why.
I'm horrible at the game, so I have to hide to get my advantage.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've, like, usually when I play with the players that I play with, it's just like I play with a lot of players who are way better than me, so yes. I only get to join in the fun games where no one really calls anything and everyone just runs around. That's a bad thing about having a lot of friends who are professional players and you're not a professional player yourself.
For this one, Swole Patrol going for fast aggression over towards the B bomb side, but it is a B stack here, and Caboose gets a beautiful double for Marky and Cooper. Marky again with the triple for this one. Swole Patrol with a 3-0 lead and good amount of money in the package.
There we go. Marky, he's going to stay with his trusty Mac 10. Cooper on the UMP 45, so a bonus round for the T side here. As the CTs buy up. M4s all around, no money left apart from a measly $50 bill on Floppy's account. Swole Patrol in good start, but Canavision Gaming bounce back now. They're going to go for an aggressive play. The CTs up towards Playground. That's Floppy all over Fountain now. Checking it out, clearing it out. Okay, calling it. There's nothing here. The rotation should come back now from Caboose unless they want to go aggressive because they know there's nothing on Playground. They're locking it down right now. That means it has to be a B play. So all three remaining CTs on the other side of the map should rotate in.
There's something I don't understand here. VSA, he gets the information from his teammates, but he actually pushes up on short A instead. Freakazoid is going to get the aggression in towards the B-bomb side, finds the initial frag on a Proto. Spongy in the meantime. He finds a double actually. Celsius will trade it out, but VSA finally rotating in towards that B-bomb side, finding the frag on Swag. Still a minute on the clock, plenty of time to work with here. Cooper is going to go down. Celsius with the double and Caboose.
Yeah,
the trade.
They make it work. Nonetheless, even though the rotations wasn't really on point, the fact that they were pushing two players so far towards Fountain made sure that the long rotations coming in actually didn't take that long. So they were in position, ready to retake from short in just a matter of 10-15 seconds. Nicely done by Vision, stepping back into the fray. This is the full buy, though. This is the real buy coming in from Swole Patrol. Cooper's on the AWP. And everyone else has all they need. Floppy once more going for the aggressive play. Spots the head. Cooper now under pressure. He doesn't know, though.
Needs to be careful here, because Floppy, sorry, very close to his position, Cooper. Doing the right thing, though, falling back to relative safety for now. But very, very forward stance here from Vision Gaming. As I mentioned, Floppy is sitting right outside of these T-steps. VSA is there to give him support if needed. VSA playing... I don't like that he jumps up here, but other than that, I think it's a good position. Now, Swole Patrol, once again, they are going to go for the rotation. But again, we have a Proto, instead of rotating down towards B quickly, he actually pushes out on short A, even though he's got 2 players up towards Fountain. And again, Swole Patrol favoring this B bomb side, as I've mentioned before. Caboose does manage to get the first from barrels. Quick trade coming in here from Marky. Marky moving up the slope now. Swag taking care of Sponge over towards Graffiti. VSA, the spray down through the wood, trying to catch anyone off guard. It could potentially go for a boost up on top of the bricks. Decide not to do so.
This is going to be hard.
Task. That being said, low HP here on the T side players, and Celsius. He gets a beautiful double. Low on HP, down to just 10, but escapes to safety. Marky finds the final frag, surviving on just 2 HP, and Swole Patrol yet another round on the ball.
4-1 now, and the economy for Vision Gaming not looking strong, with Spongy on 1450 and 2 players on 1750. They could go for the force buy here, and they're probably going to do that. Yes, Floppy's going to be on the FAMAS, the only one with a rifle, the rest of the guys on pistols. One thing we have to mention as well, as Swole Patrol are taking the lead, is that when Vision Gaming play Overpass, which they don't do a lot, they rely a lot on the CT side, a bit more at least than the T side. 52.6% of their rounds come from that CT side.
So that's, you know, pretty... That's not that great, actually.
No, on the other hand, Swole Patrol, they have a bigger reliance on their T side rounds. So
that's a bit untraditional.
Exactly. Swole Patrol now looking quite good. This means that this first half is where both teams find themselves in the best position. But Caboose, he's in a good position. Look at that, almost doubles up.
Celsius completely blinded from his teammate, actually. Still managed to connect the shot in a full spray down. A blind one of those. Swag did manage to get one as well, but he's low on HP, down to just 2. It's now going to be a Proto on the Deagle. Floppy on the FAMAS. CSET 75 here on Spongy. Cooper posted up with the AWP out towards the long position, and Proto went for the peak. Spotted him. Fell back towards the side. Floppy, a nice shot here on Swag. Granted, he was low on HP, so maybe not the maybe not the hardest task. Swole Patrol,
but a task completed nonetheless.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if this was an RPG, he would have gotten the XP.
Not a big amount of XP, but every little bit counts.
Swole Patrol again. I say it time and time again, and I'll gladly repeat it for you guys. They do seem to favor this B bomb site. I would like to see some stats on that, and if any of the ATL2B guys are watching, please get on it. A Proto.
I doubt it.
Beautiful headshot here. And that is going to be the round in favor of Vision Gaming.
They had no time. They're going to eliminate them eventually, but
yeah,
that's a weird way to lose a round.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why Spongy decided to push out there either. I mean, he had... Look at the money here on Vision. There's none of it. And he actually had the armor. So he would have been able to get, you know, a better weapon. He would have been able to get more utilities. That doesn't really make any sense from Spongy.
Yeah, they're gonna force up here. She said the money wasn't looking good, so it was either force up or buy some C sets and then wait for the next round. But they go for it here. They could get 3 for Masters, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Damage being done to a Proto through the wall. Scout on VSA as well. It's a big chance for Swole Patrol to bring this into a 3-round lead, get 5 on the board.
Swole Patrol once again lining up outside of B, but this time around they might have second thoughts. At least for now, they're just making sure no one is on that quick flank. We've seen quite a bit of quick flanks already through Fountain here from Vision. Swole Patrol, well aware about it. And actually, it seems like they're falling back to could potentially end up in an A execute. We do have one player A bit forward stance here from Caboose. Same position as last time, actually, out towards the long toilets with the same weapon as well, the 5.7. But again, Swole Patrol just bouncing back towards A, making a bit of noise up towards... Sorry, bouncing back towards B. They are making a bit of noise up towards the middle, but Vision Gaming, they're not moving. 4 players close towards the B bomb site, 3 on it.
Oh, swag.
The initial got him down, but Marky, he finds VSA. Floppy, he goes down as well. Freaky started dinking his teammate in the back of the head. It doesn't matter because he finds the kill regardless. Celsius takes care of Caboose, and that's going to be 5-2 for Swole.
That looked way better. More structured. They had the timings on point. They even had 15 seconds after winning the round to spare. So this is how the B take is supposed to look. The last round wasn't really according to plan, and now Vision Gaming find themselves, they're forcing all the way down, but this is just going to be pistols. Their money has been atrocious for these last couple of rounds, and this one should be an easy one for Swole Patrol. But we have seen what can happen. The 5.7, the Desert Eagle, the Season 75 are dangerous pistols, so don't count them out just yet, but surely this is a big advantage now for Swole Patrol to get ahead and potentially even get to a point where they're going to secure 8 rounds in this first half.
Now we see the trend forming already, as I mentioned before the game started, that Celsius is pretty solid on this map. He's currently sitting on 7 frags, which, you know, it's not a lot, but it's on average a frag per round.
Yeah.
In comparison, I think Marky is on 14, so he's 2 frags per round. But he is the top fragger. Celsius right behind him though. Swag finds the first for this one. Floppy will get the trade. Celsius burns Spongy and Marky. Yet another frag for the collection. Uber takes care of VSA, and indeed an easy round here for Swole Patrol. 6-2 now, and off to a solid start here on the T side of Overpass. Now, as you mentioned with the callouts, I've been thinking about it, and I remember I actually learned most of my callouts from playing with NA players. So that means that when I'm playing with EU players, they're always like...
Oh, exactly. That's why I'm saying it, because I know all of the Danish callouts. I don't know any, or... Well, I know some of them, obviously, from casting, but it's not something I focus a lot on, because people usually will have their own names for it. So... But yeah, I was just kind of surprised how many you knew and how many sounded like it was like an NA call-out, because those positions are called something different in Danish.
Proto and Spongy actually dealing some decent damage here with a full eco from Vision. USPs definitely coming into full fruition here for Proto and Spongy. They managed to pick up Mac 10 on Floppy. AK-47 here on a Proto.
Counter boost. Swag is up there now. This is almost a guarantee that the round is won. When he gets into this position, there's absolutely no way. Vision Gaming doesn't know this, but luckily for them, I think the 2 players with weapons are going to run away and save him.
Yeah, and especially, you know, the position here from Swag is ooh, that's a nice take from Spongy. He's got to tap the bomb, not because he wants to win the round, but because he wants to hurt the economy. And he does exactly that. Marky is going to go down as well. That's well played from Spongy. He was the only one who was sitting on that USP. And he knew that he had absolutely no chance of winning the round. But he also knew that there was no reason to save a USP.
No, you could just go for it and see how much damage he could do. And he ends up taking 2 AKs with him for just the cost of his USP. Which
actually an AWP and an AK.
And AWP,
so that's even better.
Yeah, that's even more jackpot.
Yes.
He's not going to say no to that. So still going to be 7-2, but the economy is going to be kept slightly in check. Could have definitely been looking way better than it is right now for Swole Patrol, but they have to be happy with the result so far. Floppy, great positioning. Going to catch his first body. Caboose also with 1, and Floppy just keeps playing on. Triple for him.
This is what they needed. Floppy to step up massively. Swag is now going to be left alone. 1 on 4. Getting dinked right off the bat here. Out towards short. 12 HP. He's going to throw the flashbang out through Monster and actually bounce back. He has plenty of time to work with here. He can do whatever he wants. And it seems like he might be considering just pushing up through CT. The thing is, he doesn't know if there's anyone holding that position. So for now, he's just buying himself some time. trying to force Vision to, figure out exactly where he is and cover all angles. Instead, right before, they were focused on short, and they were focused on monster.
Absolutely
now they're
no
looking
chance.
towards.
Yeah, absolutely no chance. He's gonna win this though. But
yeah, 12 HP against 400.
yeah, he's gonna do what he can here and look, see if he can find a free frag. If not, then just save his weapon.
Yeah, and a save is actually a really good idea, considering that Cooper is low on cash. He could definitely use a drop. Seems like he wants to try and find an exit.
Yeah, Swag's always confident when it comes to 1v1 duels, with good reasoning.
But indeed, the round will go in favor of Vision. Swag will be able to hold on to this AK-47. Finally, another round on the board here for Vision. That's their third. And as I said, not the greatest amount of money here on Cooper. He'll still get an AWP. I believe that was Celsius dropping it for him. And Swag dropping an AK-47 for Celsius instead. But a solid buy here from Swole. That being said, all their money in their hands currently. This is definitely Vision Gaming's opportunity to bring this one back.
Oh, Proto in anti-flash position is going to get away with his life. Map control given to the T side towards short. Wallbangs attempted, but nothing sticks. What's the play now? Bomb is still all the way back towards T spawn. And the T side is spread out pretty much all over the map. So they're looking for openings, see if they can get anything to go, but no one's finding anything. So back to the drawing board. As Cooper gets sniped out.
Now what we typically see from this positioning here from Swole Patrol, if they have two players that far up towards middle, they typically want to go for something towards the A bomb site. Losing Cooper in that situation though to Caboose could potentially hurt them, and Caboose, he does manage to find the second here on Fricasoid. Fricasoid did take care of Floppy beforehand, but it's still favoring Vision Gaming. Swag throwing that smoke up towards the A bomb site. In the meantime, Celsius finds one down towards B. Swag is actually on the rotation back towards the B bomb site. It's only one defender for now, that's going to be a Proto, but VSA could potentially go for the rotation. I think what they're going to do here is expend Marky. It's going to make some noise up towards A. Cause for a bit of a distraction, and Swag is going to be solo down towards the B bomb site. Marky getting burned out. Spots the player up towards the A bomb site. It's Caboose. He's already gotten a few kills. Looking for more.
So nice.
So well played. The bomb is going to go down towards the B bomb site. Proto hears it. Deals a lot of damage and will get the frag.
Oh, nice little knife balance.
Just doesn't really realize whether or not there were any more left, I think, for a second there. But as he realized,
he was just dialed in.
He's going to go for the defuse.
I like the play there. Good ideas from Swole Patrol. Putting Swag in the potential 1v3 clutch, but he can't really make it happen in the end. But he's definitely the one you want to put in that situation. So I like the idea. Now, they are going to be forced onto just a couple of pistols now. Swole Patrol, they haven't really been able to convert anything in the last 3-4 rounds. So it's going to be C-sets for them for now.
I'm going to have to say for Swag, though, it looked like he was pushing up towards CT. And considering where he planted the bomb, I don't think that was the wisest decision, but hindsight.
Hindsight is always 20/20.
Floppy this time around, he's going to go for the forward position once again. Caboose goes down though, and Swag making up for a slight mistake in the previous. As he finds a beautiful double on the C-set 75. Picking up the AWP, throwing it over to Cooper actually.
He's so good at converting minimal investments with that C-set 75 into 2 kills and more. This is so insane. Like, he's still alive. He's already gotten 2 kills and an AWP for Cooper. He can still do damage. There's very few players in the world who can go in a minimal investment round and consistently get these kind of results. He did the same thing on Nuke several times. And now he's going to fake onto A while the rest of the team are setting up towards B.
That could potentially be even bigger. And yeah, Celsius as well, as I was about to mention there. He's got the M4. So they managed to pick up 2 weapons from that C-set 75 off of Swag. And as you said, he's still alive and he's causing for a bit of distraction, but Spongy, he's not buying it. He knows something is up. He can feel it. The Spidey senses are tingling. He does manage to find one, but Cooper with a quick trade on the AWP. A Proto now going to move in from lower CT, also known as Graffiti. Well, opposite side of Graffiti, I suppose. VSA as well. Moving up closer, Cooper, yet another frag, and that's going to be his second for the round alongside with Swag. Marky finding the final one onto a Proto. That's going to be the 8th round on Swole Patrol. Already winning the half, and by quite a bit, considering that it's a CT side map.
Marky is 17-3.
Yeah, that's just...
They've lost 4 rounds, and he's still only died 3 times in 12 total. That's an insane stat.
Yeah,
Marky's
that's just
in a fire.
You know, when it comes to Marky, I pretty much give up on counting the amount of kills he gets, because it's always like crazy. When he goes off,
it's the next level, man.
yeah. Lining up for the flashes, the smokes. That's an interesting smoke, actually. Where does that land? Nowhere.
Yeah,
it's the answer. It lands on the
it lands to block the train, of course. The infernal train.
Obviously, he didn't line it up correctly. I think it's supposed to bounce on the forward side of that railroad track and hit into monster, just like the one you use from CT spawn.
Yeah, just to block them off from going into that position.
But the idea was great. I like the idea. Spongy gonna get forced out of position here. Swag goes for the wild spray down. Marky connects on a Proto as well. VSA does manage to get one from the ramp area. Marky, relentless in his pursuit, just wants to find the frags. And we get to see a bit of the console for a second.
Yeah. Well, Vision Gaming are going to try everything they can, maybe look into the console for some hopes and prayers.
Luckily, I don't think they're observing this game. That will be kind of cheating, considering that we have X-ray on and everything.
The viewers don't know that.
Celsius going for the hunt, finding the frag on Caboose, and Flubby gonna be the last man standing with this Desert Eagle. He does have head armor and a kit that he could potentially save for the next round. But next round is going to be a false buy either way. Well, maybe not actually. No, it's definitely not going to be a false buy, because if they false buy here, they give up the last 2 rounds. So I think it's better to give up this round, so to speak, from Vision, and then hold on to as much of their economy as possible to you know, get as big of an investment into the next round as possible.
I agree. Just to make sure that you're at least going to get the 5 on the board. That's something you can work with. Ooh. If you are stuck with 4, it's going to be very hard.
Full stack up towards the middle here from Vision. Cooper finds the initial. Freakazoid chiming in as well. He finds 2 beautiful headshots. VSA will get 1. Spongy as well. I'm making it a bit expensive.
Oh, he didn't get the AWP. There we go.
Well, the second time around, they're just going to forfeit the weapons here. Ooh, Swag.
That's unfortunate.
Doing the Stewie 2K.
Yeah, and
rushing through a smoke.
Doesn't really matter if they throw away weapons here, because the economy is so strong for Swole Patrol. They could throw away every single one and it wouldn't have been a problem. Vision Gaming, though, glad to get some frags on the board, just to get that slightly extra bonus for the kills, of course. That equals to 1 more flashbang, and as we can see right now, they need every single bit of money help they can get. No one has a kit. We're lacking utility in the form of some Molotovs and flashes on some of the players. Nothing on Caboose. He threw his only grenade away earlier on. Celsius is pushing aggressively as Coop find his first.
That's a lot of nade damage though. Celsius and Freakazoid taking a good amount of damage here, and Celsius not being able to connect the shots. VSA will take him down. Cooper taking a lot of damage from the nade as well. The smoke coming out. Cooper should praise himself lucky. I don't know what god he prays to, but seems to be working. Swag taking care of VSA finally, but a Proto managed to find 1 in return. Good angle coming in from Spongy, and he managed to find 2. It's going to be all on Cooper with the AWP trying to clutch out a 1-on-2 with 14 HP. The bomb is dropped on the side itself. Spongy in the pit.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
The timing not in his favor this time around. Well, that's going to be 10-5 in favor of Swole Patrol.
So, Swole Patrol looking quite all right coming into this the secondary half here. 10 rounds, definitely. If we told them before the game, you're going to accept the 10-5 half, they would probably take it and say, yeah, no problem.
Especially on the T side, I think.
Definitely. And now they're going to rotate over to the CT side. Potentially, if they start with the pistol, this could end very, very quickly for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it as well. They get a lot of their rounds on the T side, and that's something that we saw in the other maps or the other games where we saw them on Overpass. They got a lot of rounds on the T side. We see it here again. They are strong on their CT side as well. They have some pretty solid setups.
Yeah.
So
they're just overall a strong Overpass team.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't think there's much chance for Vision Gaming to come back into this one.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's always that slight chance, but Swole Patrol should have this one on lockdown.
They need some help from above. And it seems like they're going to get it, especially here in the pistol round. As we all know, pistol rounds are a bit of a chance. But look at this. Oh, he doesn't get the second one, though. So now it's all on Mark. He has to clutch 1v4 to win this.
On Loco Malako.
Let's see if he can find the first one at least. Nope. No one's going to go down to him, and now he has to go into a post plant and clutch 1v4. It's getting harder and harder as we go on.
Yeah, absolute great trigger discipline there from Cooper. Marky now left alone, as you mentioned, and 1-on-4 does manage to make it into a 1-on-3. He's got the USP. He doesn't have a kit, though. So I don't think he's going to win the round regardless, even if he gets all the kills. And that's not even going to happen. Runs out of bullets. Oh, got to get pushed upon here, and VSA will shut him down.
And there we go. A chance presents itself for Vision Gaming to get themselves back into the game. Proto is definitely the guy that I'm looking at. We saw yesterday the kind of level he could bring, especially in high-pressure rounds. We saw that P250 play the 3K against a fully boarded opposition. We know what he can do, but he's only on 6 racks so far. He needs to step it up. Swole Patrol will step it up and invest all of their economy, apart from Cooper's, into this one. The force buy for the CT, nice swag, aggressive play.
This is brilliant. Unfortunately, Caboose, he finds the right timing, pushes out from the T-steps, and catches Swag in the back. Celsius in towards connector, patiently waiting. Freaky sword as well. Oof. That nade though hurts. The second one gonna deal a bit of damage as well. Floppy takes him down. Floppy with the double. Cooper does manage to deal some damage, but getting pushed upon from short as well. They're swarming him from every single angle. There's nothing he can do in that situation. And Celsius sees the 75 in hands. Finds one. Low on HP. A Proto will shut him down. And as you mentioned, a Proto needs to step up. He does manage to get 1 kill for this round. But what I do want to point out is VSA and Caboose, we talked about it before the game started. 2 of what I would consider the top players on this lineup, at least the most known names on this lineup. And they are top fracking currently here on Overpass. Unfortunately, they're a bit behind, and especially if we take a look at Maki, who's on 20 kills.
Yeah.
So they still need to step it up just a bit further, and the rest of the players on Vision obviously needs to step it up as well. But a good round here.
This is going to be for free.
Yeah, because Swole decided to go for a bit of a stack over towards the A-bomb side, which is a bit strange considering that Cooper, he's actually sitting on T-steps, and the rest of the team still decide to stay on the A-bomb side rather than rotating.
I just think he pushed aggressively 10-15 seconds into it. So the information he gets is that, okay, they're not going to come. And, okay, we're going to just save and save basically our weapons. Not for the weapons, but for the fact they don't want to feed this Max 10. And I say that, a Proto comes in and gets 2 frags, and that's exactly what couldn't happen.
Yeah, Floppy here alongside with Caboose. That's not Caboose, sorry, that's VSA. Actually just jumping into T-spawn. Caboose sitting over by Techno, and it's going to be 10-8.
Yeah, Freaky Sword did find the MP5 though, so some money saved there.
He's going to be using it.
Yeah.
I thought actually he was gonna drop it over to Swag instead. He seems to be favoring that one.
Yeah, that is
quite a bit.
But also the bonus round coming in, not a big one as it's only 1 Mac 10 and 1 Galil for the T side, but still a potential.
Setting up for a fast take on the B-bomb site. very fast indeed, and Marky completely blinded. He's forced to just rush out and does exactly that. Swag does manage to find one caboose with a quick trade. Very low on HP. It's going to be Freaky, so he goes down to Floppy. Beautiful aggression here from Vision Gaming. Fast take towards B. More or less running smokes, flashes and mollies. Just running and gunning. And they managed to find the success that they were looking for. Celsius sitting over on short B, just waiting for a potential of an exit frag. And Cooper doing his damnedest to try and hold on to this AWP.
I'm not sure if it was a secondary flashbang coming in from the C side, or if it was a wrong flash timing that that basically blinded Marky when he tried to go for the aggression down towards Monster. Definitely looked kind of weird that he was waiting and he was fake, like doing the fake shot and then pushing out afterwards. Usually that's the sign of I'm gonna get flashed from a teammate and then I'm gonna push in on that flash timing. But he got completely flashed as he turned around the pillar. And yeah, it looked very, very strange, because if he wasn't flashed there and the opposition was completely flashed, that would have been an easy 2-3K for him. But might have been a mistake, might have just been a very fortunate timing for the T side with their secondary flashbang.
No, you're absolutely right. That was a team flash actually that caught him off guard. And yeah, I guess a bit of miscommunication on that, but you know, it happens every once in a while. Swag this time around, yeah, again on the CZ 75. You mentioned it earlier, on that CZ 75, he's gotten so many kills. I think he's earned it back, and he's definitely earned the right to keep buying it.
It's worth its weight in gold when he has it, that's for sure. He has picked up a Galil now. Celsius on the M4. Freakazoid makes it work as well. Celsius here in the corner.
Trying for the wild spray down. Celsius does manage to get one. Freakazoid will get the trade. Celsius actually dealt a bit of damage towards Marky earlier in the round. It's now going to be Spongy left alone on less than 30 HP. Freakazoid trying to find the weapon, but you can't look towards the ground for that long, mate. You should know this. You're a professional player. Swag on that Galil, as you mentioned, picked it up very early into the round. He's got bomb control. He can see it from his position
as well.
Spongy.
Yeah, the spidey sense is tingling. Swag is not going to move. So he has to pre-fire this.
Yeah, the problem here for Spongy is that he's low on HP. That's one problem. Furthermore, you know, he has so many angles to cover from this position. He has no clue where Swag is. Even though Swag got a kill in the round, the kill he got was so early in the round that he could be anywhere. And basically, there's 3 different angles you have to check. So basically, you have to check towards the side, towards the truck, and towards the left side. And then as you move further into the bomb side, stairs and bank. So there's so many different positions he has to check, and Swag could be hiding at each one of those positions. So it's always a hard one, unless you kind of pre-fire and like basically just get lucky for the first one. This time around, Cooper is going to go for the aggression, going to get boosted up. Celsius goes for a lot of aggression as well. Vision Gaming, they decide to throw some smokes and some flashes in towards the B bomb site. But with that, Swole Patrol throw some smokes of their own.
Celsius here could potentially decide the round now.
Marky as well, good position. The flashbang comes in though. That's a good flash. Celsius does manage to get one. Swag as well. He finds one, and through the smoke, a second. Freakazoid chiming in, takes care of Spongy. It's now going to be a Proto left alone 1-on-3 situation up against Swag, Cooper, and Freakazoid. This is not happening for a Proto. Does have a minute to work with, but he's put himself in kind of a rough... Actually, he's in a somewhat decent position, but Cooper posted up, and a Proto decides to move closer towards B rather than trying to move back towards T spawn.
12 rounds on the board for Swole Patrol. And a potential for the buy up here. It's going to be exactly that. For Vision Gaming. Not the perfect one, missing some utility, but they have the AWP, they have a decent amount of smoke flashes and 2 Molotovs, so it's definitely possible to get a good result out of this one. Also with the fact that they know the money is low for Swole Patrol, so they know they can punish them and potentially put them on a force buy or on eco. It's going to be the force buy with Swag and Freakazoid around 3k. But still, they can punish them economically as well, so this is a high risk, high reward round for Vision.
all their money invested into this one. It's a very important round here for Vision as well. Swole Patrol, it seems like they have the Angel of Death lurking over, making sure that they manage to get the job done, get the kills needed. Now VSA has got to peek up towards middle, but Celsius does manage to take him down. Floppy on a quick trade. Caboose checking his angles as he moves a bit closer towards short. The timing is not in his favor though. Swag will shut him out.
Yeah, kills him with his own weapon. I like it.
That's nice. Spongy does manage to find one, taking a lot of damage. Freakazoid having issues connecting the spray down. A Proto going for the aggression. The timing is absolutely perfect as Freakazoid is wielding his flashbang. In the meantime, on the long rotation, it was Floppy with the bomb. Now going to be delivering the package over towards that B bomb site. Swag moving in from short. Floppy moving down to Monster. Swag. Oh, the timing again not in his favor. And that's just...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say other than that's really unfortunate when the timing just hits you like three different players in the same round.
That's how it is sometimes. Cooper only looking for an exit, or if someone offers himself up to him, he can go for the 1v1. But with no kit, there's absolutely no way he should be realistically going for this round win here. Might be able to catch the frag onto a Proto, so at least can deny some economy. And with only one player surviving, this is going to be a rough rebuy for Vision Gaming, even though they get the round.
Yeah, and even though Swole lose this round and Celsius and Marky are low on economy, we do have Swag with plenty of money for a full buy here, and Freakazoid as well. He's going to be lacking a bit of utility. They should go for the false buy for sure, and that seems to be exactly what they do.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the case. Weapons are going to be thrown around. It's going to be almost a full buy MP5 on Celsius and a CSAT 75 on Marky, and we know how much damage the CSAT can do. On the other side of things, we do see the money on 3 players, a Proto, Spongy, and VSA is very, very low as well. So this is a big round, a key round in the second half here between these two teams.
Yeah, for both of them as well. If Swole Patrol give this one up, Vision could tie it up like they did on Nuke. Celsius gonna go for the aggression with that MP5, but he's not as accurate as Swag is with it. Cooper having a bit of issues connecting the shots, or at least first time around having issues figuring out what target to aim at. Finds 2 though. Spongy will finally shut him down and back to equal grounds. Marky without a weapon still. Floppy moving out towards long alongside with VSA. Freakazoid in a good spot, finds one, gets the second as well, and that should be it for Swole Patrol. It's gonna be all on Spongy trying to see if he can salvage anything for the round. Swag, you're not entirely sure why he jumped here. I guess that was a misclick or something.
Good old MSI 3.0 bug. The OGs will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Spongy does manage to find that. Freakazoid out towards long. Oh, spots him. Actually decides to go for the shots. Blinds him as well. Spongy needs to make his way up towards the side. Marky in a good position. And indeed, should be able to shut him down. Will do exactly that. Marky, yet another frag for the books. He's now sitting on 21 frags. 13 rounds for Swole Patrol.
Looking quite good. Money on Vision Gaming will allow them to get a forced buy-in. But this is becoming dangerous territory if they can't convert this one. Will mean an eco. And that eco will be when Swole Patrol hit 14.
Yeah, could potentially cost them the game at that point.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very dangerous. They need to get something done now. This is your backs against the wall, Vision Gaming. This is where you need to compete. This is where you need to step up.
I like the idea here from Vision, though, going for a lot of aggression and VSA connecting a nice shot on towards Celsius. Kuba gonna try and find the angle, will find the first, not the second, though. A Proto answering back with a P250, picking up the AK-47. Swag spots a player, takes him down. Nice and easy, clean cut as that. Finds one more, cannot connect the shot, though, and VSA with a P250 as well. That's the second kill with a P250. And now, in the meantime, Vision Gaming, they're on the retreat. Gonna make the move back towards the B bomb side. Freakazoid already on the rotation, already gonna make his way closer towards the site. This is so well played by Freakazoid. Could potentially find it, but he oversteps his boundaries. Marky does manage to find one on VSA, and he's now left alone 1-on-3. Makes it into a 1-on-2. Jump again? Come on. Sound cues, guys.
Mistakes were made this round by
Spongy takes care of Marky. Well played on the pistol there from VSA. The P250 definitely paid off.
Definitely, but I feel like, yes, Vision Gaming played this well, but Swole Patrol kind of lost that round on their own, to be honest.
I'll have to agree, yes.
Several individual mistakes, and I'm not usually one for calling teams out and players out, but this one...
I am. I'll take it up on myself.
Yeah. This was far below the level that they usually display.
I'll be brutally honest. If they make mistakes, they need to know.
Fair enough. Can't hate on that.
We can't really hate on much from either of these two teams, in my opinion. Obviously, they make a few mistakes here and there. That being said, though, it's been a great game already, and
that is true.
Here on Overpass, it's definitely a great game for the start of it here and for the end of it as well. Actually looked pretty bleak for the start of it, to be completely honest with you. Swole Patrol having a beautiful start on their T side. Vision Gaming definitely bouncing back. And for this round, a Proto opening up nicely alongside with Caboose. They find one each. VSA chiming in again, just like he did with the P250 in the previous round, as he take care of the swag. Marky will answer back on the flank. Just managed to find one, an AK-47. Nice tap work. Another one for the books.
Yeah, Marky will be looking to bring that into the next round. Actually, he's looking to do as much damage as possible here, but now decides to return to his spawn and save it, bring it into the next one. This also means that he can drop the CZ-75 to one of his teammates, so they can get something going here.
Vision Gaming bringing it back.
Yeah,
just like they did on Overpass.
On Nuke, you mean? But yeah.
On Nuke. Yes, we are on Overpass now.
Broadcast hour 9. Things get weird.
It's getting late or early, potentially, depending on what region you're from.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go and enjoy a nice breakfast when we're done with our work today.
Your treat. Actually, ESL's treat, but
yeah, they take good care of us. Yeah.
That they do. 13-12. Vision Gaming taking good care of the rounds here on the T side on the second half of this one. And it is going to be an eco here for Swole Patrol.
Surely 13-13.
Yeah, this is definitely Vision Gaming's opportunity to tie it up and bring it back. Celsius on the rush flank. Caboose hears him though. A Proto takes care of Kubo. Caboose finds it on Celsius. Swag spraying and praying. Doesn't typically work on a Deagle. And indeed he goes down. Fluffy finds one. That's gonna be that. Marky as well. A clean round here for Vision Gaming. They take a good amount of damage, but they don't lose any of their weaponry. That also means that now, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, a good amount of money here. 30,000 total between the players. 13-13.
Yeah, and only
Vision's sitting pretty at this point.
Only 500 to spare for the entire Swole Patrol team after buying, but they did get Coupon and all. Swag had enough money, and he sacrificed his utility to get Coupon on the AWP, so not a bad buy, but they are lacking kits, but this is the quick push.
And again, good timing on the flashbang. Caboose finds the initial. Swag will trade out, but Floppy takes care of him. Freakazoid sitting on the ramp, trying for the opportunity once again, and this time it works. He gets the double. Beautiful spray down. VSA will get the trade, and Celsius now moving up on short. This could be the angle he was hoping for. Cooper, the timing is not in his favor. And I think they have an idea against this. Oh, Celsius with the spray down through the smoke. Pretty as ever. Spongy picking up the bomb. Plenty of time on the clock. Looks like he's going to try and make his way back towards the A-bomb side instead. And I think that's the right decision. He knows the position here from Celsius indeed. He's just going to boot it back towards the A-bomb site. And that's going to be a free plan for him at least. And Celsius, he's going to realize right now, knife out. Make a move.
Let's see No kit on Celsius and no kit to pick up because there was no money to buy any of those. Oh, Spongy's getting aggressive and he's going to take it. 46 HP to spare and he gets it to go. Vision with a real chance to take it now. 14 rounds on the board. And no money on the side of Swole Patrol. They're going to pray to the gods and hope they can get something out of the CZ round, but economy is running rampant on Vision's side of things, and everyone's hitting their shots right now. This could potentially be a third map.
I was about to say that was a dangerous move there from Spongy, but he knew that his opponent had to rush with his knife out to make it up there in time. This time around, Celsius going for the aggression mark. He follows promptly. A Proto will get one. Spongy with the double.
Yeah, they're definitely not lucky at this point. Swole Patrol. They seem to like lack the last 10% every single duel. It must be very frustrating.
I mean, I'm not going to be mad if we see a map 3.
No.
This game has been incredibly exciting in my opinion.
Not.
A few mistakes here and there, but that happens. But they've played overall great Counter-Strike in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Vision Gaming very impressed by them and their ability to bring things back when you think they're over, but Cooper comes in with a Desert Eagle. 2v3 retake. To be honest, I feel like they should go for it, because they have money enough to rebuy anyway next round. But they're so far away, they don't have kits, so yeah, it's not realistic. So they're just going to save it for now. Picks up an AK now, definitely a reason to save. Swag potentially could go and see if he can become a disturbance.
There is another weapon down somewhere, so they could potentially find that as well. That's definitely something to keep in mind. If Swag finds that other weapon, that's all of a sudden gonna be a... He does actually. It's the Mac 10 on him.
Yeah, he's had that for a while, but he was looking for another AK. Yeah, because he's definitely gonna upgrade. He's not gonna keep the Mac 10.
Yeah, plenty of money for that upgrade, and we can even see the AWP if they decide to go for it. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. Actually, it's gonna be Cooper dropping that AK-47. It's gonna be Marky picking it up. That also means that he'll get a lot of utility behind him. But yeah, indeed, with the double up setup, it means that Swag will not have a lot of utility. Neither will Cooper. Celsius, not so much either. He does have the dev kit, though. Marky forgot to buy armor. Is that for real? He's
4,600. How does he not have armor?
He doesn't have armor. He doesn't have a kit. What is happening, Marky? You have so much money. This could be the last round. That can't happen.
I hope that's a scoreboard bug, because if that's not a scoreboard bug, that is... Yeah, that's...
I don't know what to say. I'm in disbelief. Cooper, though, going for the forward stance here with the AWP. This is a bit of a tough one for Cooper, because if he missed the first shot, or if they sneak up on the inside of these...
Yeah, he's toast.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be out of the equation, but he finds the initial frag, looking for more, and they're actually going to try and sneak up on the outside instead. Spongy moving down towards the connector area. It does look like Vision Gaming want to try and make something happen down towards B.
Oh, a full rotation.
A Proto as well, moving down towards B, and indeed...
Almost
a lot of rotation here. Freakazoid rotating all the way back towards the A-bomb side, but Swag in a good position with the AWP. He does manage to find one, missing the second shot, but Freakazoid is in position. He finds a double of his own, and it's now going to be all on Caboose. He's going to be moving in from the A-bomb site. They are going to be aware about it because Celsius heard him. Celsius is ready for it, but Caboose, beautiful reaction, finds the shot on Celsius. Good positions here, and Freakazoid picking up the secondary AWP, finds the frag on Caboose. Swole Patrol, they're not out of it yet.
They like to replicate earlier maps, and Nuke was the same thing. Swole Patrol were in a big bunch of problems, and then they brought it back in just the end and took it to OT and won OT. They're looking to do the same thing again now. Won the last round and needs to win here as well to bring it to that OT. And Vision Gaming might have all the money in the world, but it doesn't really make a difference if they can't win a round, but they're going to go for the quick, relentless push.
We've seen that already, but Freakazoid mowing them down like it was absolutely nothing. M4 in hand, spray down through the smoke, slightly blinded, finds a triple, 2 headshots. It's now going to be all on a Proto and VSA, and indeed, Swole Patrol making it very interesting. It looks like double, well, not double OT, but 2 times OT.
Yeah.
To see it on map 1, that was Nuke, and now Swole Patrol looking to bring it into OT once again. Swag holding a tight angle up towards short, missing his opportunity as Proto goes for the slight shoulder peek. Straight on coming in from Freakazoid. He's gotten the quad, he's gotten the ace. Freakazoid to the rescue. Swole Patrol, overtime it is. 15-15.
Indeed it is. Swole Patrol, a team bringing it back when you think they can't really get any further on their side. Just like we saw them on T-side Nuke, it looked like they couldn't break through in those last rounds of basically the secondary half. They find a way to break through, and now they're looking pretty good going into the OT, the same kind of way that they look good in going into the OT on Nuke, because it seems like now they found the method to break through and win rounds on CT after a big dry spell. And yeah, let's see if they can make it work here, if they can continue their efforts as they did on Nuke and grab it in OT, or if Vision Gaming are going to grab it, and if they can cancel out the curse that fell upon them on map 1.
Swole Patrol thus far in this tournament have had pretty good success in their overtime rounds, so we might see some more from them here, but obviously, I mean, Vision are definitely giving them a run for the money.
Oh, for sure.
And just to remind you once more, it is an elimination match, which means that the loser of this one will be out of the qualifier. The winner will go through in the lower bracket for the consolidation final. They're going to meet E United.
Yes.
And the winner of that one will hit the grand final. That's going to be all taking place tomorrow. But yeah, the OT about to commence. I'm just waiting a few seconds for the players to get ready.
Yeah.
And obviously at this point, you got to be talking things through. I mean, on map 1, Swole Patrol were in a position to close it out for, I think, 6 or 7 rounds or something like that. It was ridiculous how far ahead they actually were. On this one, Vision had 2 or 3 rounds to potentially close it out. Swole Patrol managed to bring it back.
They were 15-13 with a decent buy, yeah. So, and they had full buy every single round in the last 3 rounds of the game. Didn't convert any of those 3 rounds.
So Swole Patrol bringing it back on this one. Vision bringing it back in the previous. And I mean, this is just theory crafting, I suppose, but in the previous one, Swole Patrol were sitting on 15. Vision brought it back with 6 or 7 rounds in a row.
I'm pretty sure that
Swole
Vision were on 15, and Swole Patrol brought it back for the last one on Nuke.
What?
Yeah. They were T-side and they had trouble getting that last couple of rounds. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, I don't know. Someone will check it out. It's been a long day.
I was about to say it's.
We're gonna find out.
I mean, it's 5:30 over here. it's late. Been going for quite some time now, so I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Well, we are gonna head into it. As you can see, players are readying up for this OT, setting up for the smoke here. Swole Patrol gonna be starting or remaining on that CT side. Cooper going for the aggressive peek. Finds attack on Floppy. Quick flick. Look at the flick of the wrist. Freakazoid out towards Long. Sitting right behind the rock. Should get one. Oh, getting blinded out. Unfortunately, not going to get anything out of it as Floppy shuts him down. Low on HP as mentioned, but managed to get the job done regardless. Now Sauce is going for a lot of aggression out towards Long instead. I think he's going to be sitting in this corner, just patiently waiting for them to push up. Cooper doing the same thing as he did the last time, and he does manage to find yet another frag from this position. Oh, almost connects on the second. It will be Celsius to take him down regardless. Proto gets the frag here on Cooper. Spongy taking care of Swag, just getting deleted off the server. Celsius gonna be on the rotation for that Long flank as they knew his position out towards Long. He does manage to find the frag here on Caboose. He's gonna give up the bomb, but it's on top of the flower pets, so they're having a bit of issues connecting with it. And that's gonna cost them a bit of time, which means that Swole Patrol can continue rotating, and we see Maki actually doing exactly that.
Strong.
Even stronger here is Celsius rotating all the way through B, so he can actually push up from behind them. They're never gonna expect that. As soon as they see Maki, they knew that Celsius were out towards long, so they expect him to be on short now. If they spot Maki, which unfortunately they don't, so Celsius might be aware about it, but they're not.
Frag.
Proto goes down. Spongy left alone. Nice shot from Spongy. Beautiful kill.
Oh, he's gonna stick it. He's gonna stick it.
Yes, he is. And he's gonna get it. Indeed, he will. Just in time before Spongy shuts him down. Swole Patrol 16 to 15.
What a timing. What a timing. And just to confirm, it was actually Vision who hit 15 first on Nuke and Swole Patrol who won that round back.
You're right.
So they're both Swole Patrol now 2 times in a row, bringing it back,
yeah.
even though they were down and their opposition hit 15. Very nicely done. And now once again, just like last time, they struggled to find rounds on the side, and then they found the last one, and then it went into OT, and then they kept on rolling after that one last round. It's the same here.
Swole Patrol likes to keep it interesting.
Yeah, history repeats itself.
To keep us on the edge of our seats.
Definitely they do.
Celsius sitting right behind the smoke here, waiting for them to push through. 2 players on the other side of it. Unfortunately, the timing again, just a bit off. He realized that he needs to back off. Now he made sounds, and he's going to do exactly that. Back off as far as he can. Bunny hopping away, we can see here on the X-ray. Cooper forward stance once again, this time out towards long. Bathrooms does manage to find the initial frag. Celsius will go down. Freakazoid out towards long as well.
Retake.
Indeed they are. Bomb getting planted over towards Optimus this time. That's another NA call, I believe.
Yeah, that is true.
Flubby finds one here on Freakazoid. Caboose going for aggression. Swag takes him down. 3-on-3 and definitely doable here for Swole Patrol, but they need to get some pep in their step. As the time is running low, Cooper goes down to Floppy.
Now they have to go for it. It's OT this. It's 16k.
And they don't have a smoke, unfortunately, so they have to just go for it straight up. They almost is what I'm trying to say, line up here for Maki.
Yeah.
But unfortunately not quite. He misses his opportunity for the spray down. Vision picks it up. 16-16.
Oh. Tight game here between these two teams. First to 19, as you can see on your screen. And 1-1 so far in the first half of OT. 3 rounds each half. 16k as mentioned before, so no need to worry about economy. Full push up through playground from the T side. Nice little smoke, nifty little smoke put down on Cooper's position, putting him out of the equation, but forcing him to go over towards long, where he can now wreak havoc, but he will be taken out by Floppy. The AK is stronger than the AWP, and they have full reign over long A.
A lot of flashbangs used very early here from Vision. A lot of utility in general. And it seems to be working out. They get that initial frag on Cooper without taking any damage, without taking any casualties. But look at this, Celsius. He just wants to go for these continuous pushes and flanks and finds the frag, but gets taken down here by Spongy. He was actually on the retreat, but decided to go for even more aggression instead.
Overspace is welcome.
Yes, indeed. Swag does manage to find one. Goes down to roughly 30 in the process. Down to a 3-on-3 yet again. Swag changing up his position out towards long. He could get taken down here as well. VSA is right next to him. 2 players in this position, but Swag does manage to find the first. Spongy trades it out yet again. Picking up the bomb.
No utility left for the CTs, and 2 smokes, 2 Molotov, and a singular flash of visions are definitely an advantage in that department for them. But Freakazoid holds strong. Mark is still alive as well, and that duo can be dangerous. Freakazoid forced back by the Molotov and won't do much damage, really. It's all on Marky now. 1v2. Has a kit, but has no utility, as mentioned before.
Marky in this 1-on-2. Needs to come up massive. Does find the first frag on Floppy. Waiting for the second player, but the timing, yet again, he actually bounces back. This is massive from Marky. How in the world does he do it? The game sense on this man is out of this world. Beautiful double kill to finish it off. 17-16. Beautiful stuff here from Marky.
Yeah, Marky's on point right now. That's a sick clutch from him. That means 1 round lead, 17-16 for Swole Patrol in this OT, and we're going to jump back as soon as possible. But it's going to be, of course, as we expect. No guns barred, no guns held. Everyone's going to invest what they can. But we're just waiting a bit, fixing the issues so the players can be 100% going into this next round.
And what I do want to point out there is Freakazoid was in such a strong position.
Yeah.
And had they not thrown the molly there, he could have won the round single-handedly.
Yeah, well.
That molly was so incredibly important from Vision Gaming.
And that's why, like, it was such a big difference that the utility, they had 2 mollies, 2 smokes, and a singular flashbang. So the 2 mollies were very...
Sorry to cut you off. Back to the game.
Hey, there we go. That's fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So basically, that's the importance of the utility, as I mentioned there. The Molotovs can basically force the CTs out of their positions.
Indeed, the utility and the usage of it, very important. Cooper. Oh, what? That shot on Floppy was absolutely brilliant. A Proto does manage to find one on Celsius out towards short on B, but the damage is already done. Look at this, the A-bomb side is completely open. VSA is in towards connector, but he's the closest one towards A. It does look like Swole Patrol once again favoring this B-bomb side, and I think Vision Gaming have gotten the read on them, but Freakazoid, he's going to realize this A-bomb side is completely clear, and he can either just call to the teammates, come back towards A, or he can say, stay there. I got the best position in the world. I can get a flank for free, is what I'm trying to say. And he should be able to catch at least one player off guard here.
They're going to wait for him.
Both.
He's going to get the free kill on Spongy.
Indeed, he will. A Proto out towards short. Smoke out. A Proto's position is now known. Swag takes him down.
18-16. Swole Patrol once more. A great guarantee for 19-16 OT wins. We saw it yesterday. We saw it on map 1. We might see it as well now.
They've played 3 OTs. They've played 3 OTs, and they've won all 3 of those OTs.
19-16.
Yeah, exactly. By the same score.
Haven't won it yet. Anything can still happen, but it's very likely with the pace they're putting into the game right now and how everyone's just hitting their shots and connecting. But Vision Gaming, let's not take anything away from them. They can definitely still turn this around. It's possible. We know their level and their backs are against the wall. If they lose this singular round, they are eliminated from the NA close qualifier for IEM Chicago. This is what we're playing for, by the way.
Again, I'll have to say, with this position here from Swole Patrol, 2 players up towards Fountain, one of them going pretty aggressive. That typically means that Swole Patrol want to bounce back towards A bit later into the round. At least that's what they usually do in a round like this. The big question is, will they do it here again? Freakazoid making a lot of noise, moving in towards connector. Gonna check all the corners. Finds the angle here on Caboose, even though he was sitting in kind of an off angle. Freakazoid trying to find even more up close towards the A bomb site. Cooper is going to join up with him. The rest of Swole Patrol still looking down towards the B bomb site, but now indeed, as mentioned, I mean, Swole Patrol, they are somewhat easy to read if you spend time watching their demos, but you need to get the initial information. And they didn't get any information here. Vision Gaming, as 2 of their members already out of it. Beautiful stuff by Freakazoid. I'm not entirely sure how he does it, but he continues.
Great team flash, great flash from his teammate to help him out there to get BSA out of it. And Proto will rush with the flames, lose a lot of HP, and this is their last chance.
This could be it. It's a 2-on-5. Make that a 2-on-4 as a Proto does manage to find the frag on Cooper, but the bomb has been planted. The time is of the essence, and Swag with the frag on a Proto. Spongy is now going to be left alone. Does manage to find a nice shot here on Celsius. Does have the kit, but it's not gonna happen. Swag takes it down, and indeed, Swole Patrol takes the victory.
Swole Patrol with a nice victory there. Once again, the prophecy returns. 19-16 for Swole Patrol in OT. And that's twice in a row now in this best of 3 series, and the 3rd time this tournament. Looking very good for them. They are now in a position where they're going to face E United tomorrow in that consolidation final.
Yes, and that swift 2-0 here for Swole Patrol over Vision. Well, not swift.
Yeah, it was probably the longest 2-0 ever.
That was the wrong
But it was
word.
a good 2-0, I have to say. Like, it's fair enough. Like, usually we always want that third map. We always want that 2-1 scoreline. But when the 2-0 is 2 overtimes, I ain't even mad.
I'll have to agree. I mean, some people like to get it over with quickly. I'm not one of the few, but I'm one of the guys who like to see as much Counter-Strike as possible.
There we go. This is the bracket. As you see, Swole Patrol beat Vision, and they're gonna face off against the United. Still need a minor adjustment to that graphic, but yeah, it's gonna be Swole versus E-United tomorrow in the Constellation Final. The winner of that game is going to face off against Cloud9, but Cloud9 will have a 1-map advantage since they come from the upper bracket in the best-of-5 final. The winner of that final will qualify for IEM Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately only one spot up for grabs here for the NA qualifier. A bit of an adjustment, I should say, from ESL's side.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's probably fair enough in my opinion. But with that being said, we're gonna go off for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. Me and Agit are gonna grab a good night's sleep, and then we're gonna be back with the games tomorrow. We'll see you then.